Hello fashion lovers, welcome to another video. In today's video I'll be walking you through step by step on how to cut a stylish Bubu gown with Aso Oke collar and patchwork design. And if this is what you will love to learn, kindly stay tuned and watch to the end. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly do so now. In my channel here we share tutorials on all things fashion for women and kids, so you are definitely in the right place. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on any of our videos, so kindly hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And to my returning subscribers, welcome back. I truly appreciate your love and support. Thank you. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using 4 yards and it was remaining at the end, so I'll fold my fabric into two like this in the other way round. You know, Ankara comes in 45 inches, so I'll use that one to fold it into two so that I can have the length without joining the waist. And after folding it into two, the next thing is to look for I drew a starting line, then I marked the neck width, which is 3.5, and also come down by 1.5 for the neck depth. And the next thing is to create a curve for it, and that will be for the back piece. So we are cutting for the back piece first. Okay, the next thing is to take our sleeve measurement. So we measure our back first, which is 8 inches, back divided by 2, then the remaining allowance is 15, and the sleeve length is 14 inches, so the 1 inch will be for allowance. So just work with your measurements on your body. And the next thing is to come down from the edge to measure the sleeve measurement, which is 10 inches that I use. And from there we measure our hip line of 26. Just place your tape at the top and measure 26 for your hip line. And then on the mark 26 line, the hip line, you also take your hip divided by 4, which is 12.5 for this person, and then add 4 inches for ease. So in that 4 inches, the swing allowance is already included, so you mark it. Then from that upper part, we are going to be creating the armhole, so that's what I'm going to do there. So if the bust is very big on the big side, you can also measure bust on the bust line. You do bust divided by 4, then add that ease before creating that curve. Okay, so for this one is going to be okay, so that's why I just take the curve up, like taking the line that I did from the hip line, then taking it up, create a straight line from there, take it up to the sleeve. So I'm taking the full measurement here now. So the full measurement is 60 inches, and I will take it across, then rule it out, and then we can now cut from there. But then before we cut, we need to connect the straight line from the hip line towards the hem of the dress as well. So we are taking the same measurement. The only difference is just that when we get to it's just the same measurement to the hip line, but if you want to adjust it, you can also adjust it at the hem line. But me, I will also rule the length of the dress, then mark the 16.5 inches we take from the hip, then we connect it straight together, then we can cut from there. Okay. Alright, the next thing is to cut for the front piece, and to cut for the front piece, we also fold fabric just like the way we did for the back. We fold it into two as well, then take the length of the dress also. Then when we've taken the length, which is 60 inches, you use your own length. If yours is more than that, then don't forget to add allowance for shoulder and the one to hem the dress. So if your full length is 45, that means you add 1.5 or 2 inches, depends on the allowance you are using for the hem. Okay, I just hope you understand what I said. Okay, the next thing is to do the neck width, which is same thing with the back piece, which is 3.5. Then the neck depth is 10 inches. I will do that and mark it as well. Then on the lower part of where I mark the neck depth, I will also mark the 3.5 inches width that I mark. Just follow what I'm doing here, and I will use that to create a L shape. Okay, can you see that after creating the L shape, we have the 10 inches as the depth and 3.5 as the width. So the next thing is to go inward by 1 inch. This is to create that V-neck shape that we have at the front. Okay, so after doing that, we connect it. Alright, the next thing is to take shoulder measurements just like we did for the back piece. It's also the same thing, so the 8 inches and the other measurements. So to make it easier, I will just bring the back piece and put it on it to align the side and the sleeve side together, so that it will be in good shape, like in the same shape. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do there. I will create that curve at the armhole and connect this side as you see me doing here, and from there we cut it, and the only difference will just be the neckline for the front. Alright, I just hope you understand. So I'm using my pin to hold it to make sure they are in place before I cut it out. And now that the both pieces are ready, the next thing is to place the shoulder together. So I'll put the back one on the table, then I'll place the front piece on top of it, right facing right. So we align the shoulder together and we pin them. So we are sewing by 1/2 inch sewing allowance on the shoulder line. All right, so after sewing it straight on both shoulder, the next thing is to take the neckline round from front to the back, just like as you see me doing it here. So you take the measurement, and whatever thing you have is what we are using to cut the collar. So we are cutting the collar first. After measuring it round, I have 34 inches there. So to cut our collar, I'm using Aso Oke for that. So I will measure the 34, then I will have 2 inches extra allowance. Okay, so that 34, it was with the, I have not sewed the shoulder there, so that's why it's 34. So it's still okay. So add enough allowance so that you'll be on the safer side by the time you are sewing it to your fabric. The next thing is to fold the Aso Oke into two like this. Then I'm using pin to hold it in place, and after folding it, then we are marking out the Aso Oke width. So I'm working with 2 inches width. I will add 0.5 inches allowance to make it 2.5. So I will take it around and measure it and rule it out, connect it and cut it out. Alright, the next thing is to cut the patchwork at the front, that patchwork design. So you know Aso Oke, the width is not usually wide, so because of that I will be using two together like this. So the width is about 11 inches that I'm working with. The height is also, so I will just attach them together so that I will have the desired width and height that I wanted. Okay, so I will join them on each other, then you know the height and length is going to be enough, so you can bend it whichever way you want it. Okay, so now here I have join the shoulder, as you can see, and the next thing is to just take the measurement around again. But trust me, what I did initially is going to be enough for it. And after measuring it around, you can now attach the collar on it. Okay, for the collar, I've done it stitching down for it. You know it's Aso Oke, so I don't want it shifting or folding, so I put them in place by stitching it down before placing it on the neck. So to place it on the neck, just open it out wide and place it this way by starting from the front. So from that opening at the front, from one side, just place it there and use your pin to hold it to guide you around from the back, just like as you see me doing it, and pin it around that way. So I've sewn it down here. Can you see how it looks like? So the next thing is to overlap them at the front. So you open it out wide, and after opening it out wide, then you make sure that the two overlap like this on the fabric at the front like this. So you stitch it down to hold it in place on your machine. Okay, so you can trim out the excesses before you take it to the machine for sewing. All right, for the patchwork design, so I've joined them to make it one in place here. So the next thing is to now take the width. So the width depends on what you want. So I'm working with 11 inches. So by the time I stitch half on both sides, we arrive at about 9 or 10, I don't even know. So you trim out the 11 inches height, then 11 inches width. So that's what I did there, and I will create the slant at the side. So to create that, I will just go inward by 2.5 on both up and down, as you see me doing it here. Then slant it using my ruler together like that. So you can do whatever style you want. This is where you have the opportunity to do that. So just create your design, be creative with it, and by the time we sew 1/2 inch on it, we arrive at the design that we want. Okay. Alright, the next thing is to look for the midpoint. So I will take the measurement, which is 11 inches, then mark the midpoint, which is 5.5 like that, then place it on the center of the front like this. So just look for the midpoint for the front, then place it the way I'm doing it. Then you stitch it facing upward like that. So by the time you stitch it down, it will stay in place. Then you stitch on both sides 1/2 inch, and that slanted side 1/2 inch as well. And after you've done that, the next thing is to now stitch this side, hem the sleeve, and do the hem of the dress. Okay, so that will be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're going to be trying it. Thank you for watching to the end, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.